How to fix Battlefield 3 not launching after Turkish patch. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling a severe launch issue affecting Battlefield 3 players who modify their game language. Many users encounter a critical error stating that their game data is corrupt and requires repairing through Origin. Our team analyzed this exact crash and discovered it stems from a specific version mismatch. The game received an official Steam update in 2023, bumping it to version 1.6. Older language modifications simply crash the executable because the memory addresses no longer align. The first step to resolve this is completely purging the broken modification files from your system. We recommend using the dedicated Uninstaller executable that came with your previous language patch. This ensures no legacy scripts interfere with the fresh installation process. If the standard uninstaller fails, you must manually delete the entire game directory from your primary storage drive. After clearing the local files, remove the title completely from your Steam library to prevent fragmented data retention. A completely clean slate is mandatory for this fix to work. Before reinstalling the base game, it is crucial to clear the EA app or Origin cache data. Press the Windows key, type Run, and enter the local AppData directory to delete the associated Electronic Arts folders. This stops the launcher from misinterpreting the new files as corrupted data. Now, proceed to install the base game through Steam on a fast and reliable storage drive. We found that installing it on a secondary solid-state drive rather than the Windows boot drive can sometimes prevent permission conflicts during the patching process. Wait for the download to reach 100% without pausing it. Do not install any modifications yet. Launch the vanilla, unmodified English version of the game at least once to generate the necessary configuration files in your Documents folder. Confirm that the main menu loads correctly and exit to the desktop. At Teknobalta, we strongly advise disabling Steam Cloud synchronization for Battlefield 3 during this procedure. Right-click the game in your library, navigate to Properties, and toggle the Cloud Saves off. This prevents Steam from downloading old, conflicting player profiles that might break the localization. You must avoid the outdated version 2 and version 3 patches floating around on older hardware forums. Our research confirms that only the newly updated translation project by the Animus team is fully compatible with the Steam release. You will need this specific archive to proceed safely. Navigate to the provided safe repository link to download the updated language files. The file you are looking for is typically hosted on PixelDrain and is packaged as a compressed RAR archive. Ensure your browser does not block the download as a false positive. Once the archive is on your desktop, you will need extraction software like 7-Zip or WinRAR. Right-click the file and choose the Extract option, which will prompt you for a security key. Enter the exact password, which is Animus 2026, with all capital letters and the exclamation mark. Locate the newly extracted installation, Executable, inside the folder. It is absolutely critical that you right-click this setup file and select Run as administrator. Failing to elevate the process permissions will cause the patcher to silently fail when writing to the Steam directory. The installer will ask you to specify the target directory for the language files. You must manually browse to your SteamApps common folder where the game is located. Double-check that the installation path accurately points to the Battlefield 3 root folder. During our testing, we noticed that strict Windows Defender settings can sometimes quarantine the localization scripts. If the patcher hangs at 99%, temporarily disable real-time protection. Remember to turn your security software back on immediately after the installation finishes. Navigate into your game directory and check the data folder to ensure the new localization files are present. You should see updated timestamps on the language configuration documents matching the current date. This confirms the patch successfully overwrote the outdated English files. To ensure maximum stability, locate the main game Executable in the root folder. Right-click it, go to the Compatibility tab, and check the box to disable full-screen optimizations. This step drastically reduces the chances of a black screen crash upon startup. Open your EA app and locate the game in your linked collection. Use the app interface to perform a quick file verification, which syncs the new file sizes with the launcher database. This prevents the corrupt data error from triggering during the initial boot sequence. Boot the game directly through Steam and wait for the initialization sequence to complete. You should now see the main menu entirely localized without any corruption warnings. Test a quick campaign mission to verify that the subtitles and interface are rendering correctly. Once you have confirmed the game is stable, you can safely close it and return to Steam. Go back into the game properties and re-enable your cloud saves. When prompted by Steam, choose to upload your local files to the cloud to lock in the new configuration. If you notice any audio desynchronization during cinematic cutscenes, you may need to cap your frame rate. Open your graphics control panel and limit the maximum frame rate to 60 frames per second. This synchronizes the engine timing with the modified subtitle files perfectly. After applying deep file modifications, we highly recommend running a quick Windows integrity check to ensure optimal system health. Open your command prompt as an administrator and type sfc/scannow to initiate the process. This built-in tool scans and repairs any underlying operating system corruption that could interfere with your games. Finally, always keep your display drivers updated for the best performance in patch titles. Visit the official website for your graphics card manufacturer and download the latest stable driver release. Performing a clean installation of these drivers will clear out old shader caches and prevent unexpected visual glitches. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.